Well, guys, get ready for the period blood red UK weather maps to come back, as the BBC tell us summer's due to return to the UK. This, as you know, they really wanted to be here during the European heatwave they called a Cerberus Inferno or some shit, but was actually just a normal summer. The BBC, for instance, told us it was going to hit 46 degrees in Italy, despite it not getting over 40 according to actual recorded temperatures, you know, from correct readings instead of the bullshit they claimed. This, they said, was because the 46 degrees they claimed was a prediction or something like that, which is a weak excuse, but okay, we'll give it to them. The trouble is, they must realise it means they can't expect us to believe their predictions about the weather and climate in 10, 20 or 100 bloody years. I mean, if you can't predict the weather on the same day, how can you accurately do it years down the bloody line? Obviously you can't, so the BBC's refuted its own bullshit while trying to cover up more bullshit that it pumped out.
You're an imbecile.
This they obviously hoped people never caught onto, but thankfully plenty of people did, and I expect that's why the latest post had them mocking them for red pens and shit like that, which got the imbecile running the BBC Weather Twitter account a bit salty, as we'll see.
Oh, fun!
First though, the BBC tweeted about the coming sunshine where they said, "We have an important announcement for those fed up with being rained on. After 6 weeks of being AWOL, we have finally found summer." Now to me, the BBC find it important because they can bring out the deep reds again, and many people mocked them for that, which got this response from the super salty BBC like I said. They wrote, "We have very detailed records of past climate from ice cores, plankton, tree rings, oxygen isotope ratios in coral and foraminifera. We know that greenhouse gases are warming our planet. If you have some scientific insight, you should publish it and have it peer reviewed." Well, first off, there's plenty of scientific insight discrediting the crap the BBC climate con artists spew, but getting it published is impossible because,
you know, we own the science.
Yeah, scientists who want funding and their work to be recognised cannot speak out against the great climate con because the scientific establishment have been captured by the globalist scumbags.
You know, we own the science and we think that the world, you know, should know it.
But the BBC clearly have no idea that saying they have detailed records of past climate from ice cores, tree rings and all that is not the slam dunk they might think it is. This is because when you look at ice cores and all that shit, you actually see it was a lot hotter many times over the course of history, to the point that ice cores suggest it was like 4 degrees hotter during past prehistoric periods. But you don't even need to go that far back really, as we've got the medieval warm period in the 1400s and of course the Roman warm period during their time. That was about a degree or two higher on average and has been known about for a while, as many of you do. Now it should be said that they're trying to discredit using the previous warm period, saying they were just regional climate events while claiming now it's worldwide. This we can prove to be bollocks because while Europe had its terrifying Cerberus heatwave, the UK got bathed in almost constant rain. That there makes what they're calling global climate change with this heatwave a regional event that don't even include all of Europe, does it? So what I'm essentially saying is the BBC are talking shit, and in their uncontrollable salt, after being called out for red pens and all that, they actually help disprove their bollocks even more. I think someone at the BBC needs to tell the tit running the account to wind his neck in before he disproves more of their crap for us.
Pandemic.
We're all